than me.
Well, some of them like that, though. Like, if they're masochistic, they like the idea of their woman having sex with another guy.
Well, you didn't want to use the word cuck. I like how you went with masochistic.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the technical term, too. We can call them cucks.
Cuck is a compromised word, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. There's a whole other stuff that comes with that.
Yeah, it gets squirrely. I thought it always meant that it always meant like cuckold, like you want to watch men have sex with your wife.
Yeah.
But then it got to where, what is it? What is like?
So basically, like your beta male.
Beta male. But there's so many different versions of it now. It's become really freely tossed around like a beach ball at a concert. They're just throwing cuck around these days.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fine if that's what you're into. No judgment there. If someone's into being cuckolded.
Yeah, if that's what you're into. Good luck with that. Just okay, cuck, a man who's desperate for acceptance, approval, and affection from women. Oh. Now it's different. This desperation has led to the compromise of his beliefs and values, the desecration of his dignity and self-worth, and his inability to stand up for himself. Does 4chan write this? And what he deserves as a human being. Example, loyalty, fidelity, and honesty in a romantic relationship. Okay. Okay, look at the example they gave. Hold on a second. I know John's always wanted a girlfriend, but since him and Mary started dating, he's become a cuck. She spends all of his money and flirts openly with other men. I can tell it bothers him, but he's so afraid of losing her that he doesn't say anything. That's a cuck.
Sounds like a male feminist also.
Ooh, I can't believe you went there. I don't. Yeah, that male feminist thing. I've known a few that were real creeps, that were fake creeps. You know, they're like on the side. They what they were doing was they're posturing as an alternative to these men who don't want monogamous relationships or would break the woman's heart or are not willing to compromise and bend to the will of the woman. And they put these women on a platform and worship these women, and I am the alternative, and I'm the powerful alternative, and these men are assholes. And then they try to shit on those men and take those. But all it does is make those men appear even more attractive to these women. Secretly, these men, these feminist men and these women have these weird relationships where it doesn't work and they're never sexual, or if they are sexual, the women aren't really sexually attracted to them, so they withhold sex, and it gets super weird.
Yeah.
Obviously, I just generalized a lot about a giant group of people's relationships, but what I've seen, they don't run fast, they can't pick things up, they're not attractive, so they're little weasels. They're trying to find another way in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think not all men who call themselves feminist are male feminists. So in that, I think men who ascribe to women being equal, that's a good thing.
Yes.
And I think a lot of guys will say, yeah, I'm feminist, because they think that's the right thing to do. That's the socially acceptable thing, and that's the way we should be. But then the ones who run around and say, you know, really, really push it and make that their identity and really sell themselves as male feminists, those are the guys I have an issue with. Because like you said, they're sneaky.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're not being honest.
Well, you could almost always tell, like you see them. They're a type. You know, they're an unattractive type. They're not attractive to women, and so they try to figure out a way. Like, how am I going to do this? What's going to be the way?
Yeah.
I got to figure out a way to stand out. This is the way. I'm going to just what do these women want to hear? They want to hear that. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
Egalitarian's great, you know, someone who believes in equality is great. But as soon as you're proclaiming yourself to be more interested in the opposite gender and more supportive of them than males, and even though you are a male,
that should be a red flag.
That's a giant red flag. You should be into humans. I like people. I like people. I like them gay. I like them straight. I like people. I like when they're nice. You're nice to me, I'm nice to you. That's what I like. I don't want you to get discriminated against in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But I don't want to pretend that one group's better than other groups, except Asians when it comes to Harvard.
The crazy thing is with these guys, though, you see There's been a trend where they actually have a lot to hide, and they usually are misogynistic, and they usually do abuse women, which is the scary thing.
I think what happens is there's a certain amount of resentment that from living this sort of like fake life and having these fake beliefs and doing so just to get the approval of women, you know, and then when it doesn't work out, there's anger and resentment and this just.
Or I think some guys put it on because it's a way of overcompensating for their own guilt.
Yeah, that's true too, probably. Yeah, there's probably a lot of different reasons why men become feminists, and very few of them are good. Unless they're just, their idea of what it means is different than my idea of what it means. My idea means, look at that little sneaky fuck. That's my idea. You know, because I've just seen so many of them.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I'm sure some bank robbers are really romantic, interesting poets who just decide this is a great way to make money. There's got to be one. You know, but most of them are fucking criminals, right? And this is like how I feel about male feminists. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there that are really good guys, and maybe through the influence of the people they've been around, they've chosen to identify as a male feminist, and this seems to be a good way to show that they support women. And even if they have to support women over men, look, women have been fucked over for so long, I'm more than willing to do that. And they do it with good intentions. That's entirely possible. But a lot of it are creepy little dudes that are trying to get laid, and they're not attractive to women. So they're trying to figure out a way to become attractive to women. And they don't have the confidence to just go, well, aren't we all equal? Aren't we all just all humans? Aren't we all different?
Or work on yourself to make yourself more attractive to women instead of deceiving them.
One of my all-time favorite tweets that I read was a guy saying, I'm not going to describe myself as a feminist until women tell me that I'm doing feminism correctly.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Woo! He's like more feminist than regular feminists. Yeah. He's like so feminist.
Like 2,000 times.
Yeah, can't be a feminist until women tell me I'm a feminist. Mistress, please tell me. That dude's got a ball gag on right now. He's like tightening it down. He's putting himself in the shackles. But then there's women like that too. There's women that pretend to be one of the guys, like that girl. Yeah. There's always the one of the guys girl. Like,
people can sense it though. Like I think other guys can tell when a guy is not sincere about being a male feminist, and the same with girls can tell. Oh yeah.
You know the big red flag with girls? Girls who don't have girlfriends. They're just friends with guys. I get along with guys better. Yeah, I bet you do. I had a friend of mine who's dating a girl like that, and she all she had was male friends. I was like, dude, I'm like, get out now. Like, this is not going to work.
So tell me, what does that mean?
Girls don't like her.
Yeah.
Girls don't trust her. You can't find any girls.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm not saying you shouldn't have some guy friends, but all your friends are guys.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
No, I would agree with that.
And any guy, you have a straight guy, and all his friends are girls.
Yeah, no.
What in the fuck is happening here? Yeah. Right? I just don't get along with guys. Guys are assholes. I don't like the way they talk about women. Oh, okay. All of them. All of them do. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Where are you hanging out, dude? You don't like any guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Seems weird.
So what did your friend do?
Oh, he got fucked around on.
Yeah.
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 She was fucking all those guys.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Of course. I mean, the writing's on the wall. Yeah, it was ugly too. The way it went down was like, whoa. But that's how it is. You know, I mean, like people are always trying to find their way in. Like, what's my way to get the most acceptance? My way to get the most happiness? My way, and I mean, it's fairly unrelated, but not necessarily to what we're talking about gender dysphoria, about some people choosing that as a path to get a lot of attention. I mean, I think there's many things that people do to get a lot of attention. There's